Hello, welcome to Gate 53, the Gate of Beginnings, and the second line, which is called Momentum. We have a lifetime learning that says success breeds success. It's an interesting line. You know, these are people that they don't know that they're always ready to start something new. It's a second line, hidden talents. They don't know until you ask them. And so if nobody ever asked them, they'd just stay with the old. They'd stay with finishing things, going through the cycle, and they'd just be doing it naturally. They don't know they're supposed to be doing that. It's just what they're designed to do. In the exaltation, we have the protection of early success nurtures further achievement. The pressure to start something new based on past success. This word success. And all that means really is that what you've started, you finish. So if you can start and finish things when you're young, it gives you a greater strength to be able to do that as you mature. And again, this is, success breeding success. It's an introduction line, a lifetime learning. And you always know when there's an introduction line above the line, before the exalted, it means that, that this is just a process that has to be grown into, matured into. It's the line of the paper tiger, or one of the lines of the paper tiger. There's a lot of these with the second lines. You are projecting out that you can really begin something, and therefore you get that opportunity. If you fulfill that potential, if you can really do it, then things will be easy for you. You'll get to begin something again. In other words, this whole process of maturation being that if you can actually do it and get through it, then the next time you do it, it's easier and it's better. In the detriment, a tendency with early success to haste and imprudent action. The pressure based on success to be impatient for something new. They say when they're called out, I've done this job, now give me another job and make it at a higher level. We looked at depression when we looked at Gate 52, and that was the sort of mirror image to this 53. When we looked at Keeping Still Mountain, we saw that it was a gate of depression because one could be very passive, but if one didn't have something to focus on in that inaction, it could become disturbing and depressive. So here in the 53, what we have is the energy, that sort of root adrenaline drive and pressure to begin something new. It's a pressure, it's a constant pressure, a lifelong pressure for anybody who has this gate consistently to start something new. If there is no way to complete it, or if there's no way to actually start, if there's just the pressure, it leads to depression. And this is the gate of freedom, it's the freedom of to have the ability to release the pressure. Beginning something new releases the pressure. And then in releasing the pressure, it begins that process. The cycle is kicked off, and it's the process of taking things to completion comes into play. So all second lines, they project outwards. So what this line is projecting outwards is the capacity to begin. And it always looks like these people are ready to begin something new, which may or may not be appreciated by those around them. If you have a partner with the 53-2, then it may look like your partner is always getting ready to start a new relationship. Now, simply because they're projecting out that they're ready for something to begin. And that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to begin. This is just a field that's being projected outwards. Just because you can project out that you are capable of beginning something new, this doesn't automatically mean that you'll be allowed to begin something new. And it doesn't necessarily mean that your strategy and authority are behind you beginning something new. You may not have what it takes, not within the context of this line, but within the whole design. You can project out that you're capable, but is there an invitation? Is there something to respond to? Have you been informed? This line is grounded in the 54-2, which is the line of discretion. Discretion is a great keynote for second lines in any gate. Ra said it was really important that second lines were educated to have discretion. to know which invitations are correct, which recognitions are true recognitions, to know that you don't have to jump on every invitation just because it's an invitation. If you're projecting out that you are capable of beginning something new, then the best guarantee of success, if such a thing is possible, is that you have some discretion over what it is that you're actually beginning. Always, we just come back to strategy and authority, because what better tool is there to help us cultivate discretion? The moon is currently still in gate 31. It's there for most of the day if you're in this part of the world, and it moves into gate 33 at 1921. This is the gate of privacy, the gate of retreat, the gift to express wisdom through the throat, because this is a throat gate. This is wisdom that's been gathered from experience. There's a strong need for privacy in this gate, and a time to contemplate and to enjoy that process, to ponder the lessons that have been learned and the secrets that have been told. It's part of the same circuitry as the 33. When you've had all of that experience and you tell your experiences to someone else, you know, I did this and this was really good, but shh, don't tell anybody. And then you ponder on that and you sit and you contemplate it, and eventually maybe it makes its way out into the throat in the right timing through an invitation, hopefully. And then tomorrow morning at 6:07, move into gate 7. And this is the army, the role of the self in interaction, looking towards the future with the ability to see the direction that humanity is taking, being influential in pointing the collective toward a new way. This gate has the power to influence, to persuade others to follow their leadership, you know, possibly influencing those in positions of power. They can be the sort of the voice behind the throne, the power behind the throne, influencing those in authority. So they're not the elected leader themselves, but they're the ones in the background. So yeah, I want to do it like this. Can we have a tax on sultanas for blackbirds, please? Yes, you, I'm talking about you. It's a logical gate. Did I say that? It's a logical gate. It's in the G center. So there you go. Yes, that's it. Concentration completely gone. Thank you very much for joining me. That's this 53 line 2. I hope you are enjoying life. I hope it's been good to you. Yeah, until I see you for the 3rd line day tomorrow, take care and go gently.